Speaking of bleeding,
Look at
and
you.
your health, look at this transition. You had a bad nosebleed.
Man.
Since we're on the health topic, man.
This is a story.
And we know how much you like blood.
No, that was the problem.
I'm really surprised you're upright and not pale as a ghost right now.
So, I was this morning. So I get out of bed. I'm up early, and then I was doing some stuff, and then I decided to get in the shower.
You gotta stop that early morning muff diving, man. It can get real dangerous.
it's
You weren't expecting that shit.
oh
Sorry. So,
that's it.
you didn't expect it.
No, I didn't. Not at all.
I've officially been kicked out of many things now.
Doc is now looking for another congregation.
Pretty much.
But
right.
so
Yes.
so I get in the shower like one would, 1 foot at a time, just like you would put on pants. I shut said door behind me.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and the water's already running.
Right, the
so-
usual.
Yeah, so-
I mean, this is not unexpected.
No.
This is what we do.
And I get in the shower and I sneeze. Just maybe it's the bright light or something. I don't know. I just sneeze. I'm like, oh, yeah. Right? No big deal. Well, it was a big deal because it looked like an effing murder scene. It was, and I'm like, oh, well, that's weird. And then it just starts happening. And when I say happening, like it's dripping on my arm. And then it's like hitting. So, like the shower's at an angle, right? The water's coming
yeah.
like the little water dots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This looks great on video.
Yeah.
These are water dots. Very
Okay,
technical.
I'll help you here. Hang on. Let me get in the.
There you go. Thank you. See, we got.
I'll do that part as you're talking.
We're doing little water dots, and so it's dripping and it's hitting the water dots, with the water beads, for God's sake, and it's spreading the blood like all over our shower, which is, by the way, a cream white color.
Oh, that's
it wasn't this morning.
It's good.
And so blood is going everywhere. And you remember the scene in Psycho?
Yeah.
Norman's in there dressed as his mom because he identified as his mom, his dead mother.
Yes.
I'll let that soak in for a second.
Is that what it was like in your bed? Okay.
He
Things are getting funky.
He identified as his dead mother.
Yeah, that's right.
So
That's
then
right.
the blood was going, down the drain or whatever. That's what it looked like. It was bad, and it wouldn't stop. And I'm like, what am I going to do? So I'm showering. I'm trying to get clean, but at the same time, I'm being covered in blood. I'm telling you, it was drip, drip, drip. It was at that frequency. I'm telling you, man, I lost 7 gallons of blood. I don't know how much you have, but that's how much I lost. 7 gallons. I trapped it. I trapped it all and waited.
I'm amazed that you're standing up.
So
I'm pretty impressed.
So
That's very resilient.
So well, hang on.
Oh, it gets better.
So the blood's going everywhere, and like I gotta get out of the shower, right? And I got soap and what little hair I have left, and so like I get it's like going in my beard. Right, like it's it's all over me, right? And I mean, blood is everywhere. So I get out of the shower, and here's where it went south. So I get out of the shower, and I'm walking toward the sink to try to get things under control. And by under control, I mean I'm going to take toilet paper and shove it up my nose. That's what I'm going to do.
Get some pressure.
Yeah. So to do so, I don't want to get blood all over the floor. Mm-hmm. So I'm holding my hand. God, I hope you're watching this on video, folks. So I'm holding my hand under my nose, and it's just it's
you just give a little pinch, just
it's above the soft, and you
kind of lean forward a little bit. Did you do that?
So no, not at first. I was covered in so much blood. I'm not kidding.
Oh, would you?
No, I'm not joking. Like I was trying to, so it wouldn't like hit the floor, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so like my hand has blood all over it. My arm, my chest, my beard is.
You don't use a washcloth?
It was covered in blood. This is the worst nosebleed I've ever had. And so like there's blood everywhere.
You're taking too much Tylenol or ibuprofen. Sorry, it's late. Ibuprofen. How much ibuprofen are you taking? With your back, how much you've been taking?
Probably, I don't know. If I do take it, it's usually 3 or 4 at a time.
How much have you been taking?
No, like I haven't taken any for a couple of days.
Oh, okay.
So, but like maybe 2 nights, 3 nights ago.
Yeah, but you hadn't been taking it like every day for a while.
No,
okay,
no,
never mind.
no.
You're good.
That actually crossed my mind, as a matter of fact.
But you'd have to be doing it like a few days in a row and all that. Yeah, just every now and then shouldn't be enough to do that.
So anyway, my I've cut my hand, and my hand is a cup of blood. I'm not kidding. It's all over me. And so I get up to our sink in our bathroom upstairs.
Did you feel like Carrie?
I did. And our master bath is white. Everything is white.
Of course it is.
And there's just blood everywhere.
Of course it is.
And so here we go. So I look down at my hand and I just see blood, and I'm like, I got to rinse my hand. And as I move my hand to rinse the blood, and again, I'm talking about this slow. This happened very rapidly, right?
I just wish I could have been there to watch.
And so, like, I
watch
look at
the unfold. Where is Lindsay?
She was at an appointment with Steven.
Oh, so you're actually here by
completely by myself.
That's fantastic. This is getting better.
Well, Landon was here, but I might as well have been by myself.
I got
because he's gonna be. Oh, Dad's dead. By the way, I walked in on Dad, and he looks dead. Oh no, he's just passed out because there's blood everywhere. So I try to rinse my hands off, right? Or my hand, right? But again,
now your nose is uncovered.
But again, the blood is dripping down like this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I mean, I don't know what to do. And I'm trying not to. So in your mind, you're trying not to make a mess. You know what I mean? Like, it's like one of those where the house is on fire. What's the first thing do you do? You know, well, I turn the TV off. And I'm like, it's just your mind isn't working. So don't call me for an emergency, folks. So I take my hand under the sink, right?
I'm going to nickname you Clutch Panda. That's what I'm going to call you now, Clutch Panda. Can I call you Clutch Panda?
Sure.
CP for short?
Sure.
Okay, Clutch Panda.
And so I stick my head under the sink.
Clutch Panda.
And I turn the water on, right? And I get the blood off my hand.
Yes.
But then it's going everywhere.
Right, and now it's, yes.
Right. And so, like, I try to sniff.
No.
You know, because that's what you do. Like, if your nose is running, you go, right.
Yeah, shouldn't have done that.
No, so I did that, and I was like, ugh. And like I was like, and like it gets on my mouth, like it's coming down harder.
It's all over me. Oh,
and so when it gets on
off me.
When it gets on my mouth or my lips, I just naturally go like this. And then it's all over the mirror.
That's what I was saying. And there when it went on the mirror.
It's on the mirror. It's on the vanity. Man. And then I'm like, you know what? F it. It's just gonna have to get. I'm just going to clean this up later. So it's all over It's all over. And so like our bathroom is a European style bathroom where we have like a shower and then like a closet behind. Like,
if you're not in Asia, you're not in the United States, European.
That's right. Our vanity, but our actual toilet has like a door, so it's got, you know, you can be in there while other people are doing other things. We like to have parties in there,
right?
So
who does number 2 work for?
So I go in there, and so to get to the toilet paper, I reach, and when I do, my hand is once again covered in effing blood. I'm like, this is I'm just going to die here. I have lost a gallon of blood. I am going to die. Shane is going to speak at my funeral. So I reach for the toilet paper, right?
This is good.
And when I did, then I get blood all over the roll of toilet paper. I'm like, I got to throw this roll away.
Yes, because you couldn't just get,
So then, like, I'm trying to roll it up, and I put, so I get a little piece, or not a little piece, but like some, and roll it up.
Right, enough to actually try to do something.
I tampon it up there, right? Just boom, right? It's the easy applicator, right?
Yes.
Just boom, pop it right in there.
Boom! Tough acting, tampon acting.
Tough acting. So there was a problem with that, but I'll get back to that.
Oh my god!
So then I got to like roll the toilet paper out to get all the blood off of it.
Right.
And I throw that.
And it's still a bloody mess. There's still blood everywhere.
I throw that in the toilet, and I'm looking. And I'm like, oh god! I mean, this looks bad. Like if your toilet's full of blood, holy shit, something's wrong. So I flush the toilet, right? And then I realize it's all over the toilet seat. It's all over the floor. It's all over everything. And so, like, I bend over to start trying to clean some of this up. Lightheaded as shit, and it just hits me. There's blood everywhere. And, I mean, my ass almost hit the ground.
And then...
Because we know how I am with blood, right? It's just like the adrenaline wore off.
That's what I was going to say. The adrenaline stopped because you realized, oh, my goodness.
And so then when I lean over, the nose tampon is full of blood. And I'm like, oh, well, I need to pull that out. And then like a dumbass, I pull that out and I'm leaning over and it just starts leaking like a faucet again. And listen, the whole time, by the way, folks, By the way, I am naked, soaking wet because I got out of the shower, and there's blood everywhere. I felt like Christian Bale, even though I don't look like Christian Bale naked, just so you know, in the movie American Psycho, you know, like where he's just walking around naked and there's blood everywhere. That's where I was.
I mean,
and so then, I'm
so sorry.
So then I can't bend over because it makes it worse.
Clutch panda.
Right? So like I've got this like, 17 ply toilet paper shoved up my nose.
Yes.
And so I'm taking my foot and like cleaning everything up because I can't bend over because it just makes it worse. I get dressed and dried off and, all the things you do, put on my makeup. I'm just kidding. And then I had to, look in the mirror and I realize my beard
is bloody.
It's just full of blood. And so I'm like scraping it off. And so I go out to my shed to try to work because I'm working. And I decide to change said tampon to a new tampon. And when I put it up there, for some reason, and I don't know why, because I'm just an idiot, I don't know. I think I'm just not very smart.
Clutch panda.
I put it in there instead of just kind of gently putting it in. I put it in and kind of twist it a little bit. And then it starts the whole thing again. So I am talking to you tonight, and I've lost at least 15 gallons.
No, your color's pretty good to have lost all that. Yeah.
Well, I am wearing makeup.
We might have to transfuse you.
Makeup
might have to get you to the transfusion center. I don't know.
If you do, can you give me like some somebody's blood that's like 6'5", like 250?
You know what you needed? You really needed some cocaine.
Yeah. Think that would have blocked it up?
It would have caused vasoconstriction.
Oh.
Cocaine is a very powerful vasoconstrictor, meaning that the vessel tightens. So when you have a bleed of any sort, so if you
it's a bursted blood vessel, right?
If you cut yourself or if you get hit in the nose, the first thing your body tries to do is cause vasoconstriction to happen. And what happens is that area, unfortunately, is unable to do that, and that's when you start bleeding. But vasoconstriction in the bleeding process, that is the first thing that tries to happen. And your body just can't overcome whatever the lesion is that's happening. And so, you probably have a little, it could be a little ulceration. Do you use nasal spray or anything?
Yeah, you prescribed me some.
Yeah, the Flonase?
Yeah.
Have you been using it every day?
No, I don't use it every day.
When was the last, in the last 2 weeks, how often had you been using it?
Oh, maybe just once.
Nah, it's not it either.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were using it day after day, some people will get a nosebleed from the nasal spray, but it's usually, it's usually if you're using it consistently day after day, week after week type of thing. So that's probably not it. I mean, it could be really dry in the house. It could be just some irritant stuff. You could have a little vessel that's kind of just, it's like it's wanting to do its own thing. Nasal ulceration, too much cocaine.
Is there such a thing as too much?
Hitting the pubic bone. I mean, there's all kinds of things that could trigger this.
Electrodes
you could have a little right. You could have a little polyp in there. You could have a little growth or something like that. So things to do if it happens again. Number one, get that in there, but you need to hold the pressure.
That's what I did later.
Yeah,
today.
Like don't lean your head back. Kind of just come forward a little bit, but hold it just behind like the soft spot. And get in there. Get that in there. You can actually, if you have Afrin nasal spray.
Yeah.
If you have Afrin, you can actually, or generic Afrin, you can actually spray that up in there.
Yeah. And
that will actually trigger vasoconstriction to make it stop.
Well, how about that?
Okay.
I tried to cauterize it myself, but that got painful.
So if it happens again, I mean, you can come to the office. We actually have silver nitrate, and I can actually look up in there and see if I see what's going on. And I can stick the silver nitrate up in there to stop it.
Yeah. Oh, is that the stuff? Is that the same stuff you use, like the tube shit that when you're shaving or whatever?
You talking about the white pencil?
Yeah.
That's the styptic pencil. Now, that's aluminum chloride. This is silver nitrate. It's a little bit different, but the principle's kind of the same.
Right.
Yes, it's kind of the same principle. Yeah. And the silver nitrate, it definitely stings. So I mean, it's a little bit of a eye-watering experience, but it will stop it from bleeding. I've had to do that to folks in the office before.
Well, you have, and as a matter of fact, they came by and
to lend some sympathy
and shared some exclusive audio for when you did that to them. Like you laid them down and you said, all right, here, we're going to do this. And that was it. And that's almost what I said today when I almost hit the floor